On the news tonight, Anambra government collaborates with UN agencies to commence measles campaign. Federal lawmaker Obidigwe offers 3-year scholarship to secondary school in Nando. NDDC completes 2,506 projects in 7 years. Finland to build border fence with Russia over security threat. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and glad to have you join us on the news tonight. My name is Maureen Stone Enujoke. Anambra State government, in collaboration with United Nations Children's Fund and World Health Organization, have commenced the integrated measles campaign for the 4 local government areas affected by flood in the state. The Executive Secretary, Anambra State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Choma Ezenyemolu, while monitoring the exercise in Aguleri and Umuoba-Nam, told the ABS that the exercise is the second phase of the statewide campaign, which was targeted to reach the flood-ravaged local government areas. Correspondent David Okpokwasili reports.
We started last Tuesday, November 15, or last Wednesday, November 23, 2022, in Anambra East and West, Oka North, Ayamelum, and the remaining wards in Obaru local government area, while the first phase had held in Agwata, Anocha, Oka South, Ihiala, Njikoka, Nnewi North and South, Onitsha North and South, Orumba North and South, Oyi, and wards 1 to 6 in Okpoko, Obaru local government area. According to Dr. Ezenyemolu, when she visited a primary school at Aguleri and St. Augustine Nursery and Primary School Umuoba-Nam, Otuocha, both in Anambra East local government area where the measles vaccination were ongoing, she encouraged parents, caregivers and guardians in the affected local government areas to present their children and wards for the exercise, noting that the measles campaign will be administered to children between 9 to 59 months or 5 years, while other routine immunizations such as BCG and yellow fever will be administered to children from 0 to 23 months, COVID-19 vaccinations for adults aged 18 and above, while other primary healthcare services including birth registration have been included during the exercise.
Recall that we did the Okpoko 1 to 6 that were not affected by flooding, and we also are doing the remaining 4 LGAs being Anambra East and West, Ayamelum and Oka North. So it has been going on smoothly, and that is why we are monitoring the exercise. From here, we are also going to other locations to monitor.
Speaking on behalf of the partnering agencies, the Communication for Development Consultant of United Nations Children's Fund, Anambra State, Mr. Kenneth McPhissy, commended the exercise so far and pledged the support of United Nations Children's Fund and World Health Organization for the state government to meet its target in the measles vaccination exercise.
Far so good. It's going on very well. The whole idea is to ensure every child under 5, but in 9 months to 5 years, is immunized against measles. Like I said, we are here to support the state, and the agency is quite cooperative, so far so good, all is well.
From Otuocha, Anambra East local government area, I am David Okwase reporting for ABS News.
A 2-day training organized by the Anambra State Ministry of Health for health workers to learn prevention, management, and control of non-communicable diseases in the state has ended in Oka, the Anambra State capital. Health correspondent Chibuzo Okoye has the details.
During the training held at the Nigerian Medical Association House in Oka, the Director of Nursing Services, Anambra State Hospital Management Board, Mrs. Adobia Zani, said that the training centered on diabetes and hypertension and was designed to train health workers on how best to manage patients with diabetes and hypertension at all times in order to achieve best results.
I was informed to invite the nurses working in State Hospital Management Board to be able to come and be well informed about what to do and what not to do when they are face to face with such clients that come in with certain complaints in relation to diabetes and hypertension.
Delivering a lecture at the event, a consultant cardiologist from Nnamdi Azikiwe University Hospital, Nnewi, Dr. Chukwudi Nwabara, who explained that hypertension is a silent killer disease as it does not give any sign or symptoms, revealed that hypertension can cause heart attacks and blindness and has no cure.
The reason for the program is education on hypertension for all the health workers working with Anambra State Ministry of Health.
For Dr. Ejiko Kongwo, also from Nnamdi Azikiwe University Teaching Hospital, Nnewi, whose lecture centered on knowing your numbers, advised the health workers to take the messages down to the grassroots to determine the number of people with diabetes and hypertension in the state for the state government to plan for them.
The purpose of the lecture is, generally speaking, knowing your numbers. Knowing your numbers means taking healthcare to the grassroots so we can effectively plan for our healthcare. Well, these lectures we had are with the doctors at the grassroots and with the nurses and the health workers at the grassroots, because they are the first point of call. They are the ones that can actually give the numbers that we need for effective planning and research. And in his goodwill, the governor of Anambra State and the government of Anambra State, in partnership with Novartis, decided to continue to start this campaign that we know our numbers. So we know how many people have diabetes in Anambra State.
In Oka, this is Chibuzo Koye for ABS News.
Representing Anambra East and West Federal Constituency, Honorable Chinedu Obidigwe, has offered a 3-year scholarship to the students of St. Jude's Secondary School, Abubago Nando, Anambra East local government area. Honorable Obidigwe disclosed this when he visited the school recently. Chibuzo Okoye tells us more.
The students, as well as the management and staff of the college, the lawmaker who also promised to paint the entire school building said that what he is doing is in line with his passion for quality and affordable education for the Anambra East and West Federal Constituency, and made it clear that education remains the only veritable tool for building a better society. Honorable Obidigwe, who commended Governor Chukwuma Soludo for the successes recorded so far, urged affluent individuals in the society to support governments at all levels to build a prosperous society that would be beneficial to both the current generations and the future leaders. The House of Representatives member, who is the Deputy Chairman, House Committee on Environment, narrated his humble beginnings to the students and urged them to strive to be the best in life as well as take their studies seriously.
I consider education as an important tool for us to get out of poverty, because lack of education is not only a poverty issue, it's a disease. So for me, I considered an idea of catching them young, trying to put some of what you can call palliative measures that will encourage the younger ones in the society to start enjoying education. This is what I've started, and I will reach out to almost all books and clinics of Anambra East and West.
Responding, the manager of the school, Reverend Father Fred Ndimeme, made it clear that no lawmaker had ever visited the school in the past since its inception, except Honorable Obidigwe, and described the lawmaker as a role model who should be emulated by all, even as he prayed God to bless him.
And I mana I get here with Mary here. We got to do it. Nejanata. If I bunuche, you nisi nafa Jesus.
In their separate speeches, the President General of Abubago Nando, Chief Ignatius Ayadiono, and All Progressives Grand Alliance Chieftain in Nando, Chief Onyeka Hweze, extolled the giant strides of Honorable Obidigwe and maintained that he has proven to be a dependable leader and a reliable legislator whose only concern is to see to the well-being of his constituents at all times.
So now, kunu mwegu chineke respect nu na nna unu
Honorable Obidigwe later inspected the pace of work ongoing at a classroom blocks he attracted at Reverend Nebo Memorial Secondary School, Ibejuna Aguleri, in order to fill the gap of infrastructural deficit in the school. Some of the dignitaries present during the lawmakers' visit were the All Progressives Grand Alliance Women Leader of Nando Ward 3, Mrs. Maureen Onwes, the Chief Security Officer of Nando, Mr. Chidozie Emeka, among others. From Nando, in Anambra East Local Government Area, this is Chibuzo Koye for ABS News.
Anambra State Police Commissioner Mr. Echeng has solicited for information from members of the public in order to tackle crime. He emphasized this during the parade of criminals for various crimes committed under the jurisdiction of the command. Correspondent Kenechukwu Chukwudi has more.
Aftermath of criminal attack on military personnel on patrol at Isofia, Agwata local government area, the State Police Command recovered a Venza Jeep with registration number KRD 344BT Lagos, which was used by the criminals as it made efforts to flee from the scene of the attack, in which the military had earlier killed 4 attackers. The vehicle was earlier snatched at gunpoint on 20th October at Ibuku from a family journeying from Imo State. 2 walkie-talkie were also recovered from the criminals. The Ogidi Police Division of the State Police Command also busted a kidnapping and car snatching gang and arrested a male suspect, Nwozo Chukwuka, aged 38, while another accomplice, Mr. Ifeanyi Mboma from Nteje, but resides at Umoji, is still at large. Vehicles recovered from the suspects include Lexus 330 SUV without registration number, an Avalon Toyota saloon car, dark ash in color without registration number, 2 Toyota Corolla dark ash and golden color without registration numbers, and a Honda Pilot black in color without registration number. A visit to the workshop of the gang at Okuzu, Oyi local government area, also saw the recovery of victims' items such as GSM phones, plate numbers, and arrest of other suspects. Similarly, on 7th November, a Toyota Corolla car with registration number ABJ541DU ash color snatched from Mr. Ofebu Bernard amongst other belongings around Enugu Onitsha Expressway by Mpo Dam flyover by 6 armed men was also recovered by the police in a hotel at Awada, and 2 suspects, Success Asiebu and Chiemerie Okeke, were arrested. The command also arrested Ekene Delichukwu Okeke, 20 years, a stepson of Mrs. Teresa Okeke, 54 years, an accountant with the Nigerian Population Commission, who was murdered by her stepson together with his accomplice friends Peter Jidofo and Chukwuemeka Christopher in their bid to transfer the sum of 1 million naira from her account. As the prime suspect initially claimed they were attacked by armed robbers who stormed their residence at Umuzocha, Oka. A 2-man gang, Mr. Samuel Obumneme and Malaki Chinedu, were also arrested for the murder of an INEC staff, Mr. Osita Duroha, who was driving a shuttle bus in a bid to snatch the shuttle bus and sell, as they pretended to be passengers before committing their evil act. Also, vandals of EEDC cable at Nsugbe Town and Nza village, Ozobolo, were equally arrested and paraded. Mr. Echeng reiterated the State Police Command drive to ruthlessly deal with criminals and urged members of the public to always furnish the police with information which will be treated with utmost decorum in order to effectively fight crime while protecting lives and property.
The security situation in the state is getting stabilized. There should come hope. We are ready to provide the needed security for them to enjoy the forthcoming Xmas. We'll also want to advise that we are in the period of politics. The campaigns have started. Elections will be February.
No less than 24 tricycle drivers, popularly known as keke drivers, have been arrested by the Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra State, OCHA Brigade. The agency's head of operations, Mr. Chukwuemeka Oye, who disclosed this while speaking with ABS, Queen Anibogo, said the keke operators were arrested for alleged non-compliance with government directive on tax payment, as well as engaging in activities that disrupt public peace. Mr. Oye revealed that 9 people were initially arrested at around Ekenibo on 16th of November and remanded in the correctional facility, and the remaining 15 were arrested when they went to the correctional facility at Amobia forcefully, demanding a release of their members in custody by blocking access routes. He further explained that the group, in the company of about 200 keke drivers, tried to attack Ocha Brigade officials, but with the assistance of sister security agencies, the attack was repelled. Mr. Oye noted that it was in the course of repelling the attack that they arrested additional 15 of the keke riders, who alongside other 9 will be arraigned in court on Monday, 21st of November, for prosecution. In an interview, one of the arrested keke drivers, Mr. Ozochukwu Oguchi, from Oba Idemili South Council area, said they came to find out what their fellow drivers did for being remanded in prison, and they were referred to the official headquarters of Ocha Brigade, where they were arrested and kept in custody since 17th of November. He appealed to government to come to the raid, even as he urged other keke drivers who are yet to comply to government's directive on tax payment to do so. It would be recalled that the state government has had a series of meetings with keke drivers in the state, where they agreed to comply with the directives on tax payment. But ABS gathered that only 45% have complied to the directive as at the time of filing this report. Moving ahead, the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, says it has completed about 2,506 projects for the people of the region between 2015 and 2022. Recall that the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Mr. Umana Okon-Umana, had 4 weeks ago, while featuring on a Radio Nigeria audience participatory program, announced that the ministry was compiling a compendium of projects completed by the current administration. According to him, details of the project would be published for public scrutiny in a bid to show that the ministry is solid in the area of transparency and accountability. Announcing the release of the compendium, in a statement, the Director of Corporate Affairs of the NDDC, Dr. Ibitoye Abosede, said details of the 2,506 projects have been published on its official website. Old Aguata Union and Aspamda Market has marked its 20th anniversary and celebrated its 2022 New Yam Festival. Aspamda Market is located close to Alaba International Market, Lagos State. The double events, which were classified as the maiden editions, were organized in fulfillment of 2 out of the 3 promises made during campaign in Aspamda Market by the union. Correspondent Justice Onyemobi of ABS Lagos Bureau reports.
The celebration, which took place at the Great Ultimate Fitness Club, Festac Town, Lagos, attracted traditional rulers, prominent citizens, top business moguls, and other traders in the market. In his opening remark, the chairman on the occasion, Nzebasil Osuhu, thanked the founding fathers and pioneer leaders who in their wisdom formed the union in Aspanda to promote peace, unity, and socio-economic development.
There because united we stand, divided we fall. All this politics that divide, the OAU must always be a bond, united, so that when we keep face our common enemy. Thank you very much.
While presenting his address, the chairman of Old Aguata Union, Mr. Patrick Umerioha, pointed out that the celebration of the New Yam Festival will go a long way in further uniting them and helping their children to get acquainted with their traditions. The chairman noted that they are thanking God through the New Yam Festival, not because they cultivated yam in their farms, but the good health that God has given them, His blessings and protection upon them in their businesses throughout the year, pointing out that out of their profits, they were able to buy yam, which symbolizes bountiful harvest that they celebrated.
Celebrate. Uru Chineke jiri wee gozie anyị ahịa anyị zụrụ from January wee ruo oge dị ugbu anụ a ngozi Chineke nyere anyị ahụike nke o nyere anyị so onye ka anyị gbakọrọ tata wee na-celebrate wee kpọọ ya ịwa ji ile anya akụ anyị nwetara ka anyị ji wee jegoro ji were waa ya tata and ọ Chineke bụ onye na-eme ihe ndị a niile.
Contributing, other members Chukwuemeka Ofokansi, Nnamdi Okoye and Godwin Nwosu maintained that the formation of Old Agwata Union in the market has gained them a lot of positions in the market and other political offices outside the market, and thanked all that contributed to the success of the event.
Even everything, even in the peacefully, go second Udodo. And not even that is something to emulate.
Here just celebrate and celebrate bona ni no ndu etinye na ani. So the celebration is that na ni no kwando the jiputa.
I'm very much happy. Igbo culture and traditions are being brought to limelight.
Official cutting of yam, cutting of anniversary cake, unveiling and launching of their new book, presentation of certificates to their newly appointed patron, members of board of trustees, and masquerading climaxed the event. The union also used the opportunity to decorate the winners of their maiden edition of Old Agwata Union Unity Cup Football Competition 2022 with gold medals.
Construction of a planned barbed wire fence along Finland's long border with Russia will start early next year, Finnish border guard officials have announced, amid concerns in the Nordic country over the changing security environment in Europe. The initial 3-kilometer stretch of the fence will be erected at a crossing point in the eastern town of Imatra by the summer of 2023. It will eventually extend to a maximum of 200 kilometers. Finland's 1,340-kilometer border with Russia is the longest of any European Union member. In October, Finnish Prime Minister Sanna Marin said there was consensus among lawmakers to build a fence to cover parts of the border with Russia in a project that is estimated to cost a total of 380 million euros and scheduled to be completed by 2026. According to Marin, the fence's main purpose would be to help border guards monitor and prevent possible large-scale illegal migration seen as a hybrid threat from Moscow. The demise of a woman described as virtuous leaves an indelible mark on the minds of many. So was the life of late Lolo Jeneth Nwakemma Ezumokoli of Omunuko Village, Ukbo, Newi South Local Government Area, aged 103. Staff reporter Odinaka Nwolise, who was at the burial for ABS, reports that Mama was a great profile personality, which earned her Nkwetenkwe Nwani, as she was fondly called by her peers. The report.
Sympathizers, members of CWO, and members of Catholic Men Organization, Holy Family Catholic Church, friends and well-wishers gathered to accord their last respect, delivering a homily at a funeral mass held in her honor at her family compound. Reverend Father Hidale Obo said death of a saint is precious in the sight of the Lord. Acknowledging death as an end to earthly race, hence preparation is necessary. He lamented that idolatry has taken center stage in society. The cleric noted that the deceased was blessed with longevity as a special grace, reminding Christians to maximize lifetime opportunity to amend their ways. Eulogizing his late mother as an accomplished businesswoman who died as a Christian, his son, Prince Philip Okoli, recounted her virtues and legacies as a hard-working and peace-loving woman who left remarkable legacies. According to him, Nkwetenkwe Nwani was an epitome of humility who never compromised truth, rather hated injustice. The daughter-in-law, Mrs. Chinwendu Okoli, in an interview, noted that Mama's excellent record went far and beyond, attesting her life as testimonies of purposeful life. For one of her grandchildren, Ms. Chikodilo Okoli, her marriage was a blessing to her generation, expressing gratitude to God as an Amazon of her time. Tributes and condolence messages flowed from friends and well-wishers. In his condolence message, a stakeholder in the community, Chief John Chukwu, and Mr. Arinze MSc, pinpointed late Janet Okoli as a role model, prayed God to comfort her family. Groups, in-laws, members of Galaxy Friends Club, among others, took turns to pay their condolences. From Okpo, Odinaka Mwolisa reporting.
Follow ABS for many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television Oka. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website www.absradiotv.com. And now a recap of the main points. Anambra government has collaborated with UN agencies to commence measles campaign. Federal lawmaker Obidigwe has offered 3 years scholarship to secondary school in Nando. NDDC has completed 2,506 projects in 7 years. Here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that was it on the news for tonight. Thank you so very much for watching. My name is Maureen Stone Enujoke. Do have yourself a very good night rest.